agree with Sunny Hostin today on The View. I really do agree. I want to say thank you so much yesterday for the nice comments that you guys told me about the story I shared. I really do appreciate it. Regardless of what I say or not, somebody's going to email me. Please don't email me at that email that I said, joamedia1@gmail.com. That's only for business only. So if you got something that you highly disagree with me, tweet me, Instagram me, leave it in the comments, but don't email me on my business email, please. Ooh, I got a lot to say in this video. Hi, welcome to JOA. If you're new to my channel, please click subscribe, click the bell. Please subscribe to my second channel as well, JOA TV. That's about my life, personal life. If you're new to my channel, I'm very outspoken. I speak on my mind, regardless of what y'all think. Y'all leave y'all opinions in the comments below. You'd like me. I accept everybody here. I appreciate the people that were really nice to me, telling me, thank you for sharing your story. I'm sorry you've been through that. I really do appreciate it. If you're a business, you want to email me for promotions to advertise, joamedia1@gmail.com, joamedia1@gmail.com. Serious inquiries only. I must look white, because everybody in the comments, some people keep saying I look white. These cameras must be doing this job, saying that I look white, because them cameras are bright. The camera's literally on my face. I got the swagger of a person of color, but we all come in different colors. They got Palestinians whiter than I look, all right? I don't get the white in reality. I don't. My life would be easier if I did. Watch this clip. I'll come back with some more.
What do you think, Meghan? You come from notable stock. Can you relate to this at all?
Yeah, what's interesting about this topic is all of our children will have the same problem too, because obviously everyone on this show is well known. Look, I can only speak for myself, but every single door I've ever walked in my entire life, people automatically assume you're going to be a lazy, spoiled brat that won't contribute anything because you have famous parents. And it's something I have dealt with my entire life. I no longer care. I think my work and my work ethic speaks for itself, but I think people think when you have a famous family or famous parents, everything's just given to you and things are really easy. And I think when you look at people like Hunter Biden, who has shared his struggles so publicly and so vulnerably, it's not everything that you think it is. The majority of people I know who have famous parents have struggled with very serious demons, because every single thing you do, you're related, and everything you do is going to be compared to what the famous person has done. And it's a tall order. I can never be a war hero presidential candidate. I don't think that's going to be in my cards in the future. I know it's not. And people will still always compare you, and it can be something that you struggle with and you take home with you. And nobody's going to feel sorry for a person with famous parents, but it really isn't always what people think. In fact, it almost never is. And yeah, I feel bad for these kids trying to make a movie, and I'm sure they got help because of who their parents are, but that doesn't mean if the movie's crap, it's crap, and we'll see how it ends up being.
Sunny, in your opinion, does Hollywood work any differently than any other business when it comes right down to nepotism, or when it comes right down to the nitty-gritty?
No, I think it's the same all around. Life is not a meritocracy. That's just false, and that's just a false narrative to push. Let's think about it. Social position is really determined in large part by the lottery of your birth, and access is everything. And so when you look at this particular film that Ben Stiller says is all about meritocracy, Destry Spielberg is the daughter of Steven Spielberg. Owen King is the son of Stephen King. Hopper Penn is the son of Sean Penn and Robin Wright. They had access, and I don't think that that's just a coincidence. There are many, many talented people that will never have that kind of access, and access is key, I think, in any industry. And one of the things that they discussed and went back and forth about, this was Franklin Leonard and Ben Stiller, Franklin Leonard said he rejects the claim that the industry, even in the long term, is a meritocracy. Because if it were, how do you explain the utter lack of diversity behind the camera? Is that a lack of merit? How do you explain the wealth gap in this country. Is that a lack of merit? How come African Americans are having such a hard time across industries? Is it because we're lazy? Is it because of a lack of merit? Is it because we lack talent? No, we lack access. And that's what this is really all about. These kids, the movie may be great, the movie may suck, but now they have a movie on their resume, and that's going to help them in the long run.
So, baby, as Meghan McCain was talking, I had my pen and I was jotting down stuff in my notebook. She says that she don't care about what y'all think about calling her a nepotist. Yes, you care, ho. You do care. She say that she says that everything is not given to you. Yes, you are given access. Everything may not be given to you, but you are getting access to an opportunity regardless of your talent or not. Now, if people fawn to you, they're going to give it to you, and people don't fawn to you, they're not going to give it to you. Now, with her success on TV, I would say this, that talent has now diminished itself. There's a lot of people on TV that aren't educated, that aren't qualified, that aren't talented in singing, acting, dancing, that are on TV. I mean, just look how black people are portrayed on television with these Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives of Atlanta, white people as well. Look at these reality shows, okay? If this was before the Osbournes came out reality TV, there would be literally a minimal scope of people on television, okay? Let's just be honest right now, because it used to be about talent. Now it's not. Even I would say about 3, 4, 5 years ago, I never really thought I would be like I knew I wanted to venture something like, do something like Wendy Williams does. But I never really thought, I always thought like in order to be on like a CNN or to be on like an MSNBC, you really got to be highly qualified, highly educated. But it's like, it's not like that. Actually, I just found out yesterday watching Fox Soul, shout out to Tammy Mack, who gave me my shout out, that Oprah Winfrey do not have a college degree. And she made it. And she is smart. College degrees does not mean you're intelligent. But I'm just saying, I was really shocked that she did not go to college. She didn't get a college degree. So another thing she mentioned is about struggling. Meghan McCain talked about people struggle, being a part of a family with money and access and whatever. Well, she didn't say access, but of just a famous family like she is. And so I do agree about struggling. People do struggle. I could see that people struggle with their identity. I can see that people struggle with mental illness. I could see that people have they feel like they have just roof on their shoulders where they feel like they got to amount to their parents or whoever the famous family is. But then again, there's people that don't feel that way. There's people that really want to make it like the average person. There's people out there who belong to famous families that we didn't even know belonged to a famous family until it was like said on a documentary or until like a biography or whatever. There's Debbie Reynolds' daughter, Carrie Fisher, her mother, Debbie Reynolds, from Halloween Town, very famous, rest in peace, very nice woman in scenes, Broadway singer, legendary in a lot of movies and everything. Nobody knew Carrie Fisher was Debbie Reynolds. I didn't know. I mean, hell, I'm still a little young to know who Carrie Fisher is, but it's not our fault that on at least 2-3 times a month that you mention that you John McCain's daughter. Hell, there's a whole video montage of you saying my father, my father, my father. And if you really been watching The View, y'all do remember when she did this, hit her hand on the fucking table and said, I'm John McCain's daughter, in the studio, just like you position yourself. You position yourself, meaning when you are born, when you come out your mother's or your surrogates of JJ, however you came to this world, you got adopted or whatever, you are a brand, okay? Positioning means who you are to the core, what is your competitive advantage, how you set yourself apart from your competition. And Meghan McCain, your positioning, your brand, your definition of the person you are is the daughter of John McCain, because that is something that you were hired for. You were. I mean, the View producers probably didn't tell you that, but you were. They fired Jedediah Bila and they got you instead when they found out after the second time reaching out to your ass that you wanted the job, okay? Because they knew who you are, they saw that montage of you saying you're John McCain's daughter, okay? And I do agree with Sunny Hostin. Life is definitely not a meritocracy. If it was, baby, if it was, okay? If it was, and a lot of these people that are homeless in LA, a lot of people who are person of color, African Americans, people who are really talented that are on these streets, that are singing in subways, that are fighting for their dreams, being homeless and you're not making it, instead of they're just, going and doing the drugs and everything. There would be out there, but it's not like that. If it was actually like that, there would be more diversity. There would be more people in front of the scenes, behind the scenes. Sunny Hostin talks about social positioning, which I mentioned before. Social positioning matters. It does matter. How you carry yourself, how you define yourself. If you can't get mad at us, Meghan McCain, if we keep equating your life over being John McCain's daughter because you keep saying it. You keep saying it, okay? Sunny says many talented people don't have access. They don't have access. I personally had to make my own networking link. I don't know any famous people. The people that I met that are out there is from my work ethic, or from me networking myself. And Sunny also said there's a lack of diversity, and there's a lack of access. There's a lack of diversity in these damn talk shows that like to say people of color, the real, number one, to talk. Number two, I'm going to put The View on the list as well, where you have these bald-headed or even bald-headed women, white men, white women executives that have the authority to determine what your pay rate is going to be, when you can call out for vacation, when you can go out for maternity leave, when you can do this, when you can do that. And until y'all actually want to use, and until y'all can use the term people of color type of show, that's only when you diversify the people behind the scenes against the leans and actually do what you say that you are not, instead of criticizing Fox News that comfortably do it all the damn time. Hell. At least Fox News is comfortable with touting their feelings about how they really feel, right? While the liberal side, they talk about these pro-relations stories about pro-Black Lives Matter, about the X, Y, and Z, whatever, behind the scenes against the lean, aka ABC, had a discrimination issue behind the scenes, and Sunny Hostin talked about it, okay? Barbara Fredita, the woman to look like she's fake, all right? So until we diversify people behind the scenes, The Real, The View, don't use the term people of color. But now, see, The View's getting better because we got Miss Kim Godwin. Miss Kim Godwin, we friends. She be liking my IG stuff. Well, not my IG. She be liking my comments. We friends, baby. We friends. But anyways, let me know in the comments below. I feel like I was all over the place. Please do subscribe and click the bell so you'll be the first to know when I upload. I forgot to say Patreon. Patreon. I ain't gonna do it anyway. Everything is in the description below. I got merch too. Everything's below the video in the description. Merch is below this video. Literally, you can see the mask, the shirts, everything. Wear your mask. Wear them. Deuces. Yeah.